It is my pleasure to welcome you to this particular lecture session, talk section, journeying through reconnecting with the spirituality of the Ibibio people, obviously. I am Ibibio, all right? So today I want to talk about the reclaiming of the power of Ibibio spirituality in Obot, Ndam, Ndem, Idiom, Ekpeyong Oborikot, and Ekpeyong Oboridum. And of course, more. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of Akpabio extraction who are seekers of truth and spiritual explorers, I welcome you to this enlightening journey into the sacred world of Ibibio spirituality. My name is Princess Pat, or you know me as Dr. Pat. Today, I'm your guide, your healer, your coach, and here to unravel the profound mysteries and wisdom of our ancestors, a legacy that holds the key to clarity, healing, and transformation. So, of course, I say, greetings of light, Emibio. Today, I invite you on a journey where you will reconnect with the sacred spiritual practices of the Ibibio people, a heritage that is rich, profound, and deeply transformative. For centuries, the spirituality of our ancestors provided clarity, healing, and purpose. But with the advent of European Christianity, many of us have drifted away from these foundational practices, losing a vital connection to our identity. This is not, of course, a call to reject Christianity, far from it, but to integrate the ancient wisdom of our ancestors into our daily lives. In this session, we will explore the core pillars of Ibibio spirituality, Obot, Ndam, Ndem, Idiom, Ekpeyong Oborikot, and Ekpeyong Obot Idim. We will discuss their significance, how neglecting them can disrupt our lives, and practical steps to reconnect and harness their powers. What, therefore, is the core concept in Ibibio spirituality? I start with the first one, Obot, the foundation and the creator. The word Obot in Ibibio holds two powerful meanings. It signifies both the foundation of life and destiny and the creator, the divine force responsible for the existence of all things. As a foundation, Obot anchors an individual's purpose and guides their journey through life. As the creator, Obot is the supreme source of spiritual energy, life, and renewal. When the foundation is weak or misaligned, it manifests in recurring struggles, confusion, or lack of purpose. So, how do you harness Obot? Personal foundation. Reflect on your spiritual roots and realign with your life's purpose. Meditate and offer prayers to the Creator for guidance. Seek spiritual cleansing, rather, to address foundational misalignment. Number two, we look at Ndam. Ndam is the life force. We call it Ndam in Ibibio, and in Anna we call it Nyama. It's the vital spiritual energy that animates all living beings. It is the essence of life, vitality, and prosperity. When disrupted or drained, it leads to spiritual, emotional, or physical challenges. How do you restore Ndam or Nyama? Engage in spiritual practices to cleanse and protect your energy. Reconnect with nature to rejuvenate your life force. Seek guardians when you feel spiritually depleted. Seek people like me, who are custodians. I bet you didn't know that. I just told you that. Number three, we look at Ekpeyong Oborikot, guardians of the land. Ekpeyong Oborikot refers to the guardian spirit of the land, deeply rooted in the physical and spiritual essence of Ibibio territory. This spirit watches over communities, ensuring harmony, fertility, and protection. Engaging Ekpeyong Oborikot, respect and honor the land through rituals and offerings. Protect sacred sites and avoid actions that dishonor the land. Seek the favor of this spirit for peace and abundance in your community. We now look at number four, which is Ekpeyong Obot Idim or Mong. These are the guardians of the sacred waters. When we're talking about Ekpeyong Oboridum, we are talking about the powerful guardian spirit of sacred waters, rivers, streams, and springs. These spirits are revered as protectors and sources of healing, prosperity, and spiritual rejuvenation. They embody the divine connection between water and life. How do you harness the power of Ekpeyong Oboridum? Because this tends to affect men a lot. Visit sacred water bodies with reverence and humility. Offer libations and prayers to seek their blessings. perform water rituals for purification, renewal, and empowerment. I want you to know that neglecting these spirits can result in spiritual unrest, stagnation, or health challenges. Let me pause there for a minute and make you understand something. Of all of this that I have mentioned, these spirits and deities that I have mentioned, I want you to know that some of them affect women more than it affects men. For instance, Ndam on Yama specifically affects women more than it affects men. When it comes to Ekpeyong or Ekpeyong, there's some people that have Ekpeyong and they have Ekpeyong as well, and it affects both. Okay, one person. Then there are those that just have Ekpeyong or it just Ekpeyong affects them more than Ekpeyong. But when we are harnessing it as spiritual custodians and those who harness this thing, we harness both of them. For you, sometimes you have to spend 7 days in the house in order for you to actually get all of those things done. Contrary to what they have told you, these things are real and they actually affect people's life. Then we move to number 5, which is Ndem, water deities of abundance and fertility. Ndem are revered water deities associated with wealth, fertility, and spiritual cleansing. Their favor brings blessings, while their neglect can lead to hardship. So, how do you appease them? You offer gifts like kola nut, white chalk, or libations at sacred water sites. Maintain a respectful relationship with water and its spiritual significance. Don't let anybody lie to you. We look at number 6, Idiom. A lot of people are being affected by Idiom. Idiom are the custodians of divine wisdom. And today, when we're talking about Idiom, we are talking about the prophets. We're talking about the seers. We're talking about the oracles. Just like you will go to church and they will prophesy to you. Those prophets are actually Mebridium. I bet you didn't know that, but I had to pause there and just give you a laugh on this, my lecture. The Idiom Society holds the mysteries of divination and spiritual knowledge. Members serve as intermediaries between the physical and the spiritual realms, providing guidance through oracles and rituals. When you are consulting Idiom, I want you to approach them with respect and a desire for clarity. Your prophets, you don't approach them anyhow, right? Use their insight to navigate life's challenges and fulfill your destiny. We now go to Ibok. Of course, you hear it, Ibok, Abia Ibok, right? Well, if you look at the name Abia Ibok, we're talking about traditional doctors. When we're looking at Ibok, we're talking about healing and restoration. Ibok represents the spiritual and physical healing traditions of the Ibibio people. It involves the use of herbs, ritual, and spiritual practices to address ailments that modern medicine cannot cure. That's why you have people like me who are traditional healers. So how do we practice Ibok? When you have issues and you feel that traditional medicine cannot handle it, you seek traditional healers for unexplained challenges or illnesses. Engage in cleansing rituals to remove spiritual blockages. The consequences of neglecting Ibibio's spiritual practices. Ignoring these sacred traditions can lead to, number 1, spiritual malignment, feelings of emptiness and disconnection. A lot of you can relate to this. You've been praying for so long and nothing has happened. Check it. Number 2, recurring challenges, financial struggles, health issues, or relational problems. I mean, a lot of people come to me and they talk about what they've been through. We look at number 3, loss of ancestral favor, a lack of guidance and blessing from ancestral spirits. Now, let me give you practical steps to reconnect with Ibibio spirituality. Acknowledge your roots. Stop running away from who you are. A lot of people are running away. Why are you running away from who you are? Number 1, to reconnect back wherever you are is to acknowledge your roots. Reclaim your heritage and learn about your spiritual ancestry. Number 2, seek knowledge. Consult elders, spiritual leaders, and traditional societies like Idiom. That's what I had to do. Honor sacred elements and don't speak against them anymore. Engage with the spirits of the land and water through rituals and prayers. Protect your Ndam. What I say, protect your Ndam. Strengthen your life force through mindfulness and spiritual cleansing. Participate in rituals, make offerings, and perform ceremonies to honor the creator and guardian spirit. As I conclude today, reclaiming your spiritual power. The spirituality of the Ibibio is a treasure trove of wisdom, healing, and divine connection. By embracing practices like honoring Obot, respecting Ekpeyong Oborikot and Ekpeyong Idim, consulting Idiom, and reconnecting with Ndem and Ibok, you can realign your life with purpose, clarity, and abundance. This journey is not about rejecting modern beliefs, but it's about harmonizing them with the deep spiritual roots of your heritage. When we reconnect with our spirituality, we open the door to transformation, healing, and prosperity. So I ask you, are you ready to reconnect with the power of your Ibibio heritage and transformation and transform your life? If you are ready, let me guide you on this sacred journey. Enroll in one of my courses at www.cmcaacademy.com or www.cmcaacademy.com/healing. Or you can book a 1 hour consultation with me today at bit.ly/PrincessPatAkpabio. Or send me WhatsApp at +234 909 111 2079. Again, that will be +234 909 111 2079 to explore your spiritual roots, heal from disruptions, and unlock the blessings waiting for you. Together, we will embark on a path of self-discovery, empowerment, and spiritual awakening. I look forward to seeing you in my class or speaking with you on a 1 hour one-on-one consultation. As always, love and light.